In this video, we dive deep into the stories behind each Ballon d'Or winner, exploring what truly earned them the award and whether their victory was genuinely deserved. Most of the time, the decision has felt fair, even obvious. But now and then, the Ballon d'Or sparks controversy, leaving fans divided, critics puzzled, and history questioned. One of the most seismic disputes erupted in 2010, when Lionel Messi climbed first place. Even a quick glance at that season made many raise their eyebrows. At the heart of every debate was a single burning question: what matters more, goals or trophies? Today, I revisit that year, uncovering why the world's best player wasn't necessarily its most deserving, and how two legends were denied what could have been their only shot at football's ultimate individual honor. Since '82, when Paolo Rossi lifted the World Cup with Italy and took home the Ballon d'Or, the award had almost always gone to a champion, someone who shone brightest on the game's biggest stage. Diego Maradona in '86, Romario in '94. They too would have likely won if not for one inconvenient rule: only Europeans could claim the prize. That's why, when Andres Iniesta scored the winning goal in the 2010 final and gave Spain the first ever world title, many naturally assumed he was next in line, and with good reason. Beyond the goal, Iniesta was the brain and soul of La Roja. The quiet genius, driving the perfect passing rhythm. That legendary strike against the Dutch wasn't just history, it was symbolic of everything he brought to the game. The same held true at Barcelona, when his elegance, vision and precision were just as vital. Without Iniesta's clever playmaking, Guardiola's iconic team might never have lifted 6 trophies. Even in 2009-2010, he remained a key force, helping Barca defend their La Liga crown. For many fans, he wasn't just a contender, he was the favorite, even ahead of his brilliant teammate Lionel Messi, because while the club achievements were on par, only one of them conquered the world stage. When Iniesta basked in the glory of winning the World Cup, Lionel Messi was already out of the tournament. Germany had crushed Argentina in the quarterfinal, and Messi went home without even a single goal. But at club level, his season was entirely different. It was the first time he broke the 30-goal mark in La Liga, kickstarting a new era of goal scoring. And if you look at the calendar year, the stats were even more shocking: 64 games, 60 goals. And at the heart of his case was his Champions League form. He was the top scorer of the tournament with 8 goals. But there was a noteworthy rival, one whose contributions were evenly matched, if not exceeded. Of course, we are talking about Wesley Sneijder. In the first semi-final match, Inter beat the Blaugranas on Giuseppe Meazza with a score of 3-1, and the Dutchman scored himself and provided an assist, which was decisive meaning. In the final, he was instrumental in beating Bayern. That victory sealed the Inter's treble: Serie A, Coppa Italia, Champions League. And in all of them, Sneijder played a significant role. He was the brain of the team, the creative force, ping-pong passes, crucial assists, clutch goals. He was named Europe's best midfielder, but his impact didn't stop there. At the World Cup, he scored 5 goals, sharing the Golden Boot title. 4 of goals came in the knockout stage. He carried the Netherlands to the final, and what he got was the silver ball. So, what more did he need to do to win the golden one? Instead, the award went to Messi with 22.6% of the vote. Iniesta and Xavi finished behind, Sneijder only 4th. The reaction was furious. Football media called the vote an outrage, and for once it was hard to disagree. What made it worse was that this was the first year the FIFA and Ballon d'Or were merged. Coaches and captains were given a vote, but let's be honest, many of them weren't qualified. They were not the analytical thinkers who deserved this award. Had France Football still chosen the winner, Sneijder would have won. He had 293 journalist points, compared to Xavi's 229 and Iniesta's 226. Messi? Only 175. The contrast was stark, but the new system gave Messi the edge. The controversy didn't end there. In 2018, it happened again. Messi won over Van Dijk, despite Van Dijk being the face of Liverpool's triumph, but back to 2010, that decision was simply flawed. Yet, even if Messi was the best player, one question remains. Would he have scored that many goals without Xavi and Iniesta? And what did those goals really mean without trophies? Football is a team sport, and in 2010, the most influential player was Wesley Sneijder.